favourite game of all time. I frequently get asked what my favourite game is, and the answer generally varies depending on what mood I'm in, but I think this is just the all-time. The all-time favourite game. No. Don't you do that. Don't you do that video game. No. Skip. And I love this game so much that I don't even mind if we get copyright struck for this, because Final Fantasy games are notoriously difficult to stream because they always have copyrighted music in them because they're Japanese. But yeah, my history with this game is I replay it every single year, usually on my birthday, but I've not done that during lockdown because just didn't have the inclination to. And I thought, you know what? I want to play some Final Fantasy X. I want something I can play for a good couple of months. So let's go. So hopefully people do like this. Well, there's only one choice here, isn't there? I'm fucking expert on that sphere grid. Actually, no, let's check. Wait. Okay, there's a minor bit of lag there, so we can't have that. We can't have no lag when we're all watching Final Fantasy, can we? So, good for the people watching this on YouTube after the fact. You gotta watch me do this. You gotta watch. Yeah. There we go. So I'm like an expert sphere grid user. Like, fuck that. We always go expert. You've selected expert sphere grid. You cannot switch grids in game. It's of course the one I want. Because the sphere grid is low key. Ooh! Ooh! I've got to go for the original. Got to go for the OG. And yeah, it's like the sphere grid is one of my low-key favourite ways to upgrade a character in an RPG. And there is special viewer point rewards for this stream and for all the subsequent streams with Final Fantasy X. I wouldn't redeem any just yet, 'cause someone just did, because we're unable to use most of them right now. Like many RPGs, the first good couple hours of the game is tutorial. So unfortunately we're going to have to like wait until we get into the game proper before we can start seeing those. Never won that stupid ball game. We're going to play some fucking Blitzball. I'm going to make Blitzball one of the things people can renew, but we've got to wait until we're actually able to access it. So it is like one of the best female designs in a Final Fantasy game, I feel. I adore Yuna's design, and the only part of it I don't like is that she's got heterochromia, because it's such an anime fucking thing. But like the combination of like a priestess's robe with a kimono. It's like that flawless blend of those two styles. I also don't hate Tidus's design. A lot of people don't like, and should we clarify right now, it's Tidus or Tidus. I say Tidus and Tidus interchangeably, because I've met people who say both. I personally think it should be pronounced Tidus, because tide and the water theming of this game. Like, there's a lot of water symbolism and imagery in this game, and Tidus himself is a sportsman in a water-based sport, but some people say Tidus, so I use them interchangeably. But I like his design as well, because it's basically just sport gear. He's just wearing like an underwater football uniform. He also looks a lot like Meg Ryan, which is something I didn't realise until it was pointed out to me, and I googled Meg Ryan, like, fuck, he doesn't look like Meg Ryan, damn it!
Listen to my story.
You go.
This may be our last chance.
And one of the reasons people don't like his costume is like, oh, it's not balanced. Like, he's got the one gauntlet on one arm and the one thing on one leg. That makes no sense. And then you go look at like a baseball player and they wear a helmet with one thing to protect one ear, because that's the only part of the head they need to protect. Similarly for him, you know, he's got the one gauntlet on to protect that side of his body for tackles and the other one to protect his leg for kicks. It's just his sporting uniform. So out of all the Final Fantasy characters, like, and main characters, his outfit makes a lot of sense. Plus he comes from like this world, look, where everyone just chills. So how's that soundtrack popping in for people? His soundtrack's rad. Love this soundtrack. Listen to the OG. Oh yeah, it's this kid. And then you can hear it. It's a little quiet. I'll turn that shit up then, because this soundtrack's rad. But you can hear it there. That's the Final Fantasy theme coming in. Been present in every single Final Fantasy game to date. Let's go. So, yeah, look at me. I'm the hot shit. Everyone wants to say hello to Titus. What you got? What? So let's just sign this kid's autograph. You always got to be an autograph.
Can you sign this?
Fuck yeah, I can.
No problem.
And we're not changing the main character's name. When I play RPGs, I'm playing as Titus. The character's name is Titus, we're playing as Titus. We can, however, name the Aeons later in the game, so his name's Titus. Nobody ever says it out loud, but
Alrighty.
I'm a firm believer in that.
Take it easy.
Now, when you play as an RPG, you're playing as the character. Unless, like, it's a character that you create. Like Fallout or something like that. You want me to sign your ball? Come on, ladies. Good luck. Thanks.
Can I have your autograph?
Fuck yeah, you can.
Of course.
Good luck tonight.
I don't need luck.
Nothing to worry about.
Yeah!
Oh, if I score a goal, I'll,
Do this.
that will mean it was for you, okay?
I bet he says that to all the girls. You know he
What
does.
seat?
He's blocking the front row.
On it.
It's from the right.
Got it.
Also, those girls are wearing like super stylish outfits. Alright, let's go. Shit, I'm getting mobbed.
Well, gotta go. Cheer for me.
2, 3.
Oh, yeah.
Just had a blend.
Look at these kids straight from a fucking... Like, that kid's t-shirt looks like he's at the Beyblade show or something.
Then teach us after.
I'll teach you how blitz.
Maybe tonight,
I'm too busy banging both those birds behind me.
I mean tomorrow.
Right, Titus has got a threesome booked in.
Promise?
Promise.
Do it. So, this is a true story. A couple of years ago, many years ago now, moved in with an old housemate, and we were like trying to size each other up to see if like we were that nerdy, and just to see what he was like, I just went and did like the FF10 poke, and he did it back, and I was like ah, and then when we got drunk later that night, he just did the fusion. That's went fusion. Went ah, got a fusion dance. Oh, there he is, look. The biggest dick warrior. Like, fuck you, Dad. That's why I like Titus is the most relatable character. He's trying to live up to his dad. Like, the shadow of his dad's dick is just too big.
I was in a coffee shop running away from home when I heard the news.
Let's
Our
go.
hero, Jacked, gone, vanished into thin air.
God, I play this game too much.
My dad must have been his biggest fan. I knew how
360.
sad he'd be. Heck, we all were that day.
I won't be talking to anyone in this world,
So
Dan,
now
so
I
there's no
says to
point.
myself, what are you thinking? I went running straight back home. We sat up talking about Jack all night.
So your dad's a big deal. Like, he's a real big deal. Like, a super big deal. Oh,
Make
God.
way, make
No, no!
coming through.
Stop mobbing me. I'm entitled to a personal life.
Hey,
Come on. No. I'm entitled to a personal life. Leave me the fuck alone. So here's like the cutscenes that blew my mind as a kid. And I'm not sure if we're going to get copyright struck for this one, but fuck it, it's the first episode. Like, this blew my mind when I was younger. I was like, holy fuck, this is a PS2? This game's like 20 years old. I also love the long-standing rumour that this is Rammstein. Like, so many people are like, this is Rammstein. It's like, it sounds like them, so I'm going to believe it, and it's not. Look at all those character models on screen. Oh, this sport kicks ass. It's so rad. It also sort of makes sense for like a crowd sport. People in the top row don't get a worse view than people in the bottom row. You just get a different view. Ugh, the real heroes here. There's Oren, the real badass. Just, oh yeah, I'm just going to square up to this giant whale. So this is an upscale PS2 game. This is the remastered version of the game. There it is, look, that's why they've got to wear that armour, look. For the tackles. God, this sport's rad. Just a shame the actual gameplay is awful. Oh, that's so cool! Just like kicking people out of the sphere and like, damn it. It's a world that revolves entirely around water and spheres. I love it. You can also probably tell why. Yes, I did first play this game as a teenager. That's why I like immediately fell for it. 'Cause it's like, oh no. Just like the butt rock in the anime. Oh, do it, Titus. LA that shit. What a sick badass. And then, oh no. City's destroyed. The Jet Shock Mark 2. You don't need the Jet Shock Mark 2, you need the Jet Shock Mark 1, baby. Oh no, the Jet Shock Mark 1 is the one you get from your dad. There is a Jet Shock Mark 3 that Titus invents on his own. That's even better. And the Jet Shot Mark 2 is like the best shot in the entire game. Because this is a really full game. There's a lot of content in this video game. And I'm not sure how much of it we're going to do. Oh god, that sucks ass. Really fucking hurt. Ow. Well, let's go. Oren?
What are you doing here?
What do you think I'm doing? Picking up chicks?
What are you talking about?
Let's go, baby. Oren's so fucking rad. What a relatable protagonist. Just like, I don't know what's happening. Sup, kid? Stop time, huh? Pretty cool. I respect it. Well, that come in really handy.
It begins.
What does?
What?
Don't cry.
What do you mean, don't cry? Why is that kid wearing plastic bags on his feet? What's that about?
What the?
That's a super relatable reaction. The laugh. The laugh is one of those things in video games I don't get how people don't understand the scene. Because the point is, it's a stupid, bad forced laugh. Because Titus tells Yuna, sometimes laugh, even if you don't want to, and he deliberately does a fake bad laugh. That's why the voice acting is so bad, because they're doing a fake bad laugh on purpose. And everyone's always like, look how bad these voice acting. It's like, no, they're doing ha 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 ha. It's basically that joke you have in Brooklyn Nine-Nine, where Holt just smiles to force himself to feel bad. Let's go. Oh no! Sin spawn. He still has to explain it. He does. In between doing anti-vax nonsense. It's a shame, yeah. Titus's voice actor's a piece of shit. That was cool. That blew my mind as a kid. I was like, oh my god, no. Fair play to Titus though for getting right fucking in there. Oh, it's rad. Can't wait to hit things with this. Whoa.
My old man?
So my dad gave me a sword. Fuck yeah. So what we're gonna do? We're gonna kick some ass.
I hope you know how to use it.
Whoa. Again, this fucking like I was like amazed as a kid, like, oh my god.
These ones don't matter.
Cut through. Let's go. Slash. So we're just gonna attack everything here, there's no point. Just attack everything. You don't need to worry for these first few battles. Just mash attack. What's the best FF game? This one. My favourite game in the series. FF8 is close, but you can't beat 10.
Cut the ones that matter and run.
Will do. You can also do that as well because there's no reason to bother fighting anything because you don't get any XP for this. Look at them go. What's the best game someone's ever played? Any FF10? Then again, all of them, they're all self-contained stories. Just see which one gels with you best. I feel like this one is like just got the most content in it. There's a lot of content and it's really accessible, but there's so much depth if you're willing to look for it. Oh, look at that, it's straight in. No fucks given. So we've got to fight just this great noodly one. I bet we can beat it. I see that Oren's got his fucking fight. Alright, do it, Oren. It's time
Out of my town!
Some can't wait
to die. Oren's going to empty the clip. Overdrive. Let's go. You all ready? Let's empty the fucking clip. Dragon Fang. Bam! And that's why Oren's the best. Yeah. Oh, I hate Demi. Demi's such a scary spell until you realise how it works. So now, save Titus' Overdrive. It's like Demi just does a quarter of your health in one go. So it can never kill you, but it's really scary when you don't know what it does and you're a kid and you're like, why did this do like 300 damage? So we'll save Titus' Overdrive. Only Final Fantasy gameplay is on the Game Boy. The Game Boy Advance ones are really good. The remakes of Final Fantasy 1 and 2 are super fun. The second one as well, it adds like an extra final dungeon where you get to play as the characters who, spoilers, die throughout Final Fantasy 2. And you can even make sure those characters go to hell with cool shit. So because if you know when they're going to die, you can send them into like basically the DLC with better weapons. Now this thing can never kill you because it only does Demi. So Demi just does a quarter of your health every time. So we killed that thing. We killed the Tentacles. I had no chance. Goodbye, Mr. Tentacles. Oh, we can pause. I don't think we can go to, we can't go to the menu yet. Run, 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 run! Also, 13 is just not very good. Look at this. Just the character designer was clearly just stroking one out the entire time we made it.
Oren, let's get.
He's clearly got such a huge fucking boner for the main character.
Break, man.
And it is to the detriment of the rest of the game. Now, basically, Final Fantasy 13 is this moment here where it's us running along a straight road towards a goal. But that's the entire game. There is no freedom in the game up until like the last 2 hours. That's a Tidus, sword play, spiral cut. Oh, I can't hit this thing yet. So we've not been told we can hit this thing yet, so let's save that. Item. Potion. I'll do. Oh, look at that, what a dodge! Ow! And Oren's fine, Oren's tough. Oren can take it like a fucking man. Look at Tidus go. Oh! That one. That's the one that has to die. That one. Ow! Got Oren. I can't believe just how tough this old man is.
This could be bad.
Nah, we're fine.
That. Knock it down.
On it.
What?
Trust me, you'll see.
And again, this is super cool. The idea of like contextual moments in combat is super fucking cool to me. Swordplay. Spiral cut. Great. Oh, you know that makes it do more damage. Like, fuck you, that makes it do more damage. I don't care. Oren. You can take it. Come on, just one more hit. You can take one more, Oren. Fuck it. I have no idea if that kills everything or whatever. Now, how does that not kill us? So that just feels excessive. To kill enemies that are super weak. Also, there's probably people in that building.
Go.
Okay. No! It's a hell of a jump. That's like a 20-foot vertical jump. And then right into the cutscene. So fucking good. I'm always amazed when you look back and you see someone like, man, this is on a PS2. Oh, this is the same console that had like fucking Driver on it. Oh, some spoilers there. There's some hints about the end of the game. It's on PS2, yeah.
This is it.
So there's a big hint there. So I don't think it's a spoiler now,
This is your story.
because the game's 20 fucking years old, but that's your dad. It's like, if you're worried about spoilers for a 20-year-old game, what are you doing? But yeah, that's your dad. So when Oren's looking up and saying, are you sure? He's asking your dad, are you sure you want to do this? Is that okay, cool. I guess we'll send him through this time portal. And there's a bunch of stuff like that in the game.
Hey!
My old man?
What's the spoiler policy? The spoiler policy is if the game is like over 6 months old. That's generally what I do. If something's over 6 months old, anyone who was worried about spoilers had their chance. This game is 20 years old. They've not really got an excuse for not knowing what the ending is. If you give a shit, you would have played it by now. Hey, Dad. It's my ghost dad.
I thought about a lot of things. Like where I was, what I got myself into. I started to feel lightheaded.
So once 6 months have passed,
And then-
we play it by ear. If there's something exclusively revealed, it
I
like
think I
released in
actually-
one country, maybe not. But it's like just that's the general rule of thumb.
I wanted someone, anyone, beside me. So I didn't have to feel alone anymore.
We've all been there. So I didn't want to feel alone. Just I wanted anybody beside me, so I went to co-op. And then no spooky future. Super spooky future. Like Titus is like, oh no. Got a cool bird. Hey, Mr. Bird.
Anybody there?
Kid, don't give a fuck.
Hey!
It's like super rough. It's oh no. Like this place got fucking wrecked. And I do like the detail as well because Titus is a like professional swimmer sportsman. He doesn't need a stamina bar or anything in the water. There's a great detail like later on where there's like an underwater boss fight and only the characters who can swim can go do it. Ah, no. Macalania. Only I could read this.
What do we have here? Nope.
And that's like a side mission of like learning the Albed language. 200 gil. Sweet. It's a good job all my money still works here. I'm glad that's the case. And I'm not going to be like grabbing like every single bonus thing in the game because there's just so much. This game is so fucking dense. But I will endeavour to get all of the Aeons and all of the final weapons if I can get them. I won't be getting all the limit breaks because some of them require you to do some ridiculous stuff. Ah, that was it. I remember there's something here where you get Albed shit. It's just from your previous save. I can go in there to get some Albed stuff. I found some potions. Those things are doing okay. I'm not going to play the Dark Aeons now because they're ridiculous. You need to do like 15 hours grinding to do them. The Dark Aeons are essentially just a thing of like, you need to have max stats, which requires getting to level 999 with every character. It's like, I'm not going about that life. Yeah, Chocobo Racing is not that difficult. The Chocobo Racing one was just a technique to it. Nailed it. So the Chocobo Racing one gets a lot of flack. It's like you have to complete it with like with 0 seconds of time, so just collect every balloon. Ooh, a chest. How long is the game? You can like burn through it in about 10 hours if you just beeline straight to the finish, but there's a bunch of cool stuff in it you can get. Now I'll endeavour to get as much of the cool stuff as I can. But then some of it is just ridiculous, such as like defeating the Dark Aeons and then completing the monster arena, because you just get to fight monsters that are effectively unkillable unless you are max level. And I don't mind a grind, but even I'm not going to grind for like 10-15 hours, because that's like 3 straight streams of grinding. Spooky. No, you can't screw yourself over by over-leveling in this. But there are ways you can make your life a lot easier. There's a few ways that you can power level. Oh no! Let's fuck these things up. That Tidus can fight underwater. What a ledge. Ugh. Kick your ass. The fuck you got? Oh no. Oh no. It's time for Big Fish. Big Fish is coming. Yeah! Okay, Big Fish. I love the idea of an enemy running away from this thing. I'm not fucking fighting that. That's such a rad design as well. Let's give it a go. I have to try and kill this giant ass fish. I'm not sure if I'll be able to do it, but let's give it a go. Well, that went well. Ooh! Oh! Fuck it. Ugh. It's gonna do it again. I can feel it. Fuck this. No, you can't beat this boss. It's just designed to take half your health off. It's designed to take your health down to a certain level. There's a great moment though later in the game when you gain access to the airship. You can come back here and fight this thing again. And Tidus says, "The last time I was here, there was an enemy that kicked my ass. Let's go in and like clean its clock." Like he goes back in for revenge on this thing. And you go back in like super over leveled, and it's like, no, please stop doing this. It hates it. Oh no! Del Lago, please.